Good afternoon, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I know I don't normally do things like this, but in honor of Boink the Clown, I decided to do a review of the 1950s version of the movie The Blob. I had seen it, and I found it to be, in some places, just rather silly. First of all, the old man takes a stick and he pokes at the blob. He takes out a chunk of the blob, and the blob, of course, gets on his hand. And my answer to that is, okay, I'm surprised he landed on his hand rather than on his face. I mean, he had the thing pretty close to his face, so he should have just jumped right off the stick and landed on his face and just taken him over right then and there. So that's the first thing I would observe. Secondly, they take this old man to this doctor's office, and the doctor's office doesn't prepare a whole bunch of samples. He doesn't take a whole bunch of notes. He should have taken notes from second one when he got the guy. There was a lot of things this doctor should have done and he didn't do. Why didn't he immediately put the guy in his car and immediately take him up to the hospital? I'll never understand that. Well, I can treat him right here. I don't think so. I mean, you got that kind of condition, you might want to take him to the dang hospital. So, you got that going. And then, the way the nurse and the doctor was killed, of course, kind of silly, I think. Now, when the guy poked the blob with the stick, he only took a portion of that blob with him. What happened to the rest of it? They never explained that. And why did the blob go to the mechanic's shop? Why did it go to the movie theater? Why did it go to the shopping center? They never explained that either. Is this thing intelligent or just downright stupid? They never explained that. So, I'm sitting going, you know, there are a lot of things that movie just didn't quite explain. And how about those kids? They get into the grocery store, they get in the freezer, the blob doesn't get to them, and they never ask, why did he come in the freezer? It's been following us everywhere else. Maybe it's just unable to handle the cold. They never answer that either. So, a lot of dumb questions on that one. And I never hear any jokes in the movie about how this thing looks like Jell-O. I mean, I would think that people would see this thing like, man, this thing looks like Jell-O. If it was Jell-O, I'd eat it. You know, nobody suddenly pops out with a spoon, hey, let's eat the dang blob, you know, type thing. So, yeah. Just a lot of cheesy stuff in the movie that I'm like, you have to really think about this before you watch this movie. Alright, well, that's all I've got for today. So, I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.